A ton of new laptops got announced at CES 2026, and I'm sharing the coolest, wackiest, and most exciting models that my team and I got to try out. All right, first up, Lenovo is giving us a better look into what a real production rollable laptop could look like. The ThinkPad Rollable XD concept transforms from 13.3 inches to 16 inches vertically and actually rolls up and over to the top of the display to its back side. You activate the rolling just by sliding your finger on the top edge of the display, which feels very satisfying. There's also an external touchscreen, world-facing, which may seem a little bit weird at first, that covers the top third of the lid from the outside. It comes complete with interactive widgets for your AI assistant, sticky notes, weather, and a lot more. One of my favorite parts of this new design, though, is that when fully extended out, you can actually see the internals of the laptop hinge, including the cables that make this magic happen. I think if you're someone who works with a lot of large documents, this extra screen real estate can be really useful. And personally, I think I would use this all the time for two apps stacked on top of each other. This is a pretty cool concept, and Lenovo says we're actually not that far off from being able to configure a ThinkPad with this rollable option sometime in the future. My bet is on 2 years or less from this being a reality, but let me know what you guys think. The new Stealth 16 AI Plus is the stealthiest Stealth series gaming laptop MSI has ever made. And MSI pretty much pioneered the whole gaming laptop performance without actually looking out of place in a boardroom or office setting. And there's a lot of great design upgrades that they've made, so let me take you through those. So MSI has definitely gone minimalist here, especially on the back lid. And when you open this up, you tell me, what does this remind you of? Right? Kind of like a MacBook, and that's not a bad thing. You have the large trackpad, you've got your large speakers on the side here, very small bezels at the top, a very premium gaming laptop, and that's what I'm saying. You're getting the gaming level performance with styling that feels more like a premium high-end Ultrabook. The other thing, it's small, but it actually goes a long way. Come over here and check this out. Okay, so the edges are a lot more rounded off. And as soon as I started typing on this, I noticed that instantly because it's not digging into my wrist as much, so it's a lot more comfortable, especially for prolonged typing or gaming sessions. Inside, we find up to an Intel Core Ultra 9 processor with the NVIDIA RTX 5090. Pricing is gonna start around $2,400, and I think this redesign is going to be a big hit in 2026. Don't call it a comeback. Actually, you know what? Maybe you should, because Dell is giving one of the best apologies to fans of the XPS lineup with the new Dell XPS 14. Believe it or not, they're actually backtracking on the whole premium name nonsense from last year and addressing two of the most controversial design quirks that we hated. Finally, they brought back a physical function row instead of the touch bar from before that, along with an improved touchpad that now has a visible border around it, which seems like a no-brainer to me. Inside, you'll find the latest Intel Core Ultra Series 3 processors, an amazingly vibrant tandem OLED display that can scale all the way down to 1 Hz, and a redesigned 70 watt-hour battery that promises up to 27 hours of juice with its 2K LCD display option. Other positives include an even thinner and lighter design at just 14.6 millimeters and around 3 pounds, which is shaving off about half a pound. Even with that, Dell gives you a 14-inch laptop in the size of a 13-inch system, making this one of the best Ultrabooks that you can buy in 2026. But if you're after raw performance, the new Alienware 16 Area 51 brings a number of minor upgrades, but they really do add up. It finally has an OLED panel which looks stunning, along with lower input lag which went from 3 milliseconds down to 0.2. Even though its design remains mostly unchanged, this is still one of the most unique looking gaming laptops that we've ever tested. It features tons of ports and should deliver really strong gaming performance since it will pack up to an RTX 5090 laptop GPU. Pricing is expected to be announced closer to launch, which should be Q1 of this year. Now, if I had to pick one laptop that actually blew me away from this year's show, it's gotta be the Lenovo Legion Pro Rollable concept. It looks like your typical thick boy gaming laptop at first with a 240Hz 16-inch OLED display, but with a click of a button, it extends its display horizontally up to 24 inches with a 24:9 aspect ratio, or if you want, a slightly narrower 21:9. But I'm definitely gonna be maxing that baby out every single time. I didn't get to demo any gameplay here, but this would definitely be a big step up for playing your immersive and cinematic titles on the go without needing to bring an external monitor. And besides gaming, this should also be a beast for productivity and multitasking, letting you run 2 programs or even 3 side by side with plenty of screen real estate. And can you imagine bringing this thing to a Starbucks, unrolling it, and watching the person next to you's jaw drop in confusion like, what is this black magic? Unsurprisingly, this is still a concept and pricing and availability hasn't been announced yet, but this is a laptop that's looking to shake things up, and I can't wait to test it more. So CES has been a pretty exciting year for laptop redesigns and is giving us a glimpse into some of the form factors that we could see over the next few years. Personally, if I'm getting a new laptop this year, I probably want a spec'd out MSI Stealth 16 for its balance of performance and inconspicuous styling. But man, if Lenovo can actually deliver on that Legion Pro Rollable and make it thinner and not actually cost an arm and a leg, that would be insane. But let me know what you guys think about these new laptops. You can find us everywhere at Tom's Guide, and you can follow me to see what other cool and wacky tech I'm reviewing. And until the next one, I'll catch you later.